Hello everyone, I'm Ingrid from thinkingthis.com. I am a writer, tarot reader, Akashic record guide, medium, and spiritual empowerment professional. I've discovered that decorative planning keeps me productive and motivated as I parent, homeschool, create content, and maintain my spiritual practice. And we will be planning week 9 in my Sterling Ink Common Planner. And yeah, here we go. Oops. Oh no, I forgot to charge this. We're a little late today because we're kind of out of it. All right, so let's get on with it. Oh, I'm thirsty. Gonna drink some water. We are here today, uncombed hair and all, because it's just been that kind of weekend. Okay, so again, that piece of washi tape I put down, it's not staying, so we're going to take it off. And we'll put that down after we have done all of our functional planning. So as always, we start with time blocking dinner. All right, that was pretty easy, no mistakes. We have finally gotten used to the new number placement. Okay, I probably also have to bake cupcakes on this day. So we're going to set that. We're going to set that from 12 to 2. Okay, and as I've said in previous lives, if you've been here before, but if you're new, I do my like bullet task in using a dot marker. So that's my bullet. I'll just leave one square for me to write the task, and then my dot will be the bullet. So this is the cook dinner bullet, and I would write what I'm gonna make for dinner on this day, or what I made. And not often, because I didn't do it last week, but the space is there if I decide to make note of it. And then I have to write bake cupcakes here. So there are birthdays in my family in March. And so there's a lot of baking that happens there's a lot of baking that happens all the time. But there's a lot of birthday baking that happens in the first half of the year for us. So we're going to be mentioning a lot of baking. Okay, bake cupcakes is on the list. Time blocked dinner. Okay, so now we're going to time block the evening routine. And so what I do with time blocking, again, if you've been here before, you've heard this, but if you're new here, you have not. I will outline the hourly blocks for time blocking. So right now we're time blocking the evening routine. It should be taking place between 10 and 11:15, right? And it should happen every day at the same time. And because of that, I will then fill in those hourly blocks with color, and that is my indicator of this happens. It has to happen at this time. There's no other time for this to happen. So this is also what I would do with an appointment. If it's an appointment, I will color in the hourly blocks of that appointment. Okay, and so there we are with our evening routine, bedtime routine time blocked. Next, I like to take care of the appointments. And I like to mark the appointments with this color dot marker. So when I see this dot, that means an appointment is happening here. And also here and here. Okay, next up. When there is an appointment, I like to put an open triangle in the space, and once the appointment is complete, then I will add the bottom line of the triangle. If the appointment was canceled, I'll draw a line straight across the middle of the triangle. Okay, and I can write this down. Okay. So here is our appointment color again, and like I said, appointments are going to get that hourly block filled in. It's really 4:30 there. Okay, and then I also need to draw my little lines here. Oops, I wrote this in the wrong spot. See, I knew it. I'm gonna have to white that out. So this is my favorite whiteout for the Sterling Ink Common Planner. It is the Tombow Mononote 2.5 millimeter by 4 meters. But I love that it's not a huge giant thing. Like, it fits perfectly in the squares. So this is not a month's supply. It runs out after a month, and then I go back to regular whiteout until my auto ship sends me another Tombow. But yeah, favorite whiteout because it fits perfectly inside the squares. Okay, and then I forgot to put my open triangle here for this appointment. And here. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to write down what it is. Okay. We've got that done. Now, what we're gonna do, I still haven't done, there's one more line to add there. There we go. Okay, now what we're gonna do is plan out the evening routines. Well, and there's also March 2nd, we will be going live again here on YouTube. Next, we will be having our book club this coming Wednesday. The link is in the description box if you care to join us for the conversation. You do have to join the Facebook group because that is where the Zoom link is posted each week, and it's also where the recording of the meeting is uploaded. Okay, let's trying to clean up as we go here. Here we're going to put our dot there and our dot there. our event triangle. So in our book club, we are discussing Women Who Run with the Wolves. We are starting chapter 5 this Wednesday. Skeleton Woman, which is very interesting. A lot of symbolism in that one that we could apply to our own lives. Okay, so I don't like this stupid thing. Okay, I keep complaining about it every live. Forget that. All right. Oh, I wrote this at the wrong time too. This is why the whiteout runs out so fast. We're just messing it up over here. One more time. It's at 3:30. We go live at 3:30 next Sunday. Okay. Live on YouTube. Okay. All right. Okay, 3:30 to 5. All right, so again, since this is an appointment that is not moving, like this is definitely when that's going to happen, I will fill the hourly blocks with the color of that life category. And the same thing's going to happen here. So our book club meets like from 7:30 to 9. I mean, we try to keep it to an hour, but we do just talk a lot. So if you also feel like you gotta go, don't feel bad about leaving before it's over, because there's just so much to get into that sometimes the rambling, I'll ramble and then may take a little longer to finish. Okay. Okay, so we've added all of the time-based things. Well, we haven't added homeschooling yet because we're still, well, I guess that's what we should do next. Okay, so I'm going to start with homeschool admin time. And that is every weekday. Well, not homeschool admin, I'm sorry. Update the homeschool register. That's what happens every day from 4:30 to 5. And that is because it is something that if you let accumulate becomes a terrible chore. And then when you need to check your status or write a progress report, you kind of have to look at all that unorganized backlog to figure out what's up, instead of being able to just go back, look at your notes, and write something quickly. I am behind on this task because, again, it's been a crazy 2025. so put that there. And like I said, we're only going to write it once. Well, like I have said in my previous lives, I only write it once if it's something that happens every single day at the same exact time. So, update. Homeschool. Register. And then that'll count for all of them. Oh, and the same thing here. PM reflection. Weekly review. PM reflection. Okay. So we've added that. Now we're going to add our bullet. There we go. Okay, now it's time to add homeschooling hours, and for that I use a darker orange. Okay. Oops, wrote on the ruler. Did it again. Okay. Oh shoot, that actually should have started at 9:30 up here. Okay. There we go. 9:30 to 1:30, and then again at 3. Okay. There's our homeschool hours, and then to make it look like official homeschool time, I've highlight it with the fluorescent orange. Actually, no, actually that's right, ish. Okay. All right, that's it. Homeschool hours have been added. Now it's time to what? Put the book correctly because you were out of frame again. Okay, so now we need to, let's add cleaning. We're slightly out of order because normally I handle the evening stuff before I do things up. Well, no. Before I add the cleaning, I usually time block the evening routine, but I'm up here and there's only two little areas where I even indicate that. And so I'm gonna go over here. Well, actually, let's have that start at 10. Well, it always starts at 10, doesn't it? Yes. Oh no, it usually starts at 11. Okay. Well, starting it at 10 today, because at 12 we have something else that we need to do, and that is to clear the desktop. And that is the desktop on the computer. Like, get rid of all those screenshots that are no longer useful, or archive whatever needs archiving that's on the desktop. Trying not to have as much digital clutter because it is a problem, because I never see it. So it's very easy to forget that it's a task I must engage in. Okay, so we have highlighted that. I mean, we have outlined it, and now we are going to highlight it. I'm going to write laundry. And then here we're going to write cleaning. We're going to need this. Oh, hey, Cuzzo. Actually, I sent it, it probably went to your iPad because I have to send the link from my computer, and my computer only sends links to other Apple devices. So yeah, that's the crappy part. And usually when my sister's here, I have her send the link to the WhatsApp group, because again, I can't do it from the computer, and once the phone is mounted, I don't want to freaking touch it, or I shake everything and misalign everything. So sorry, but yeah, I remember hitting send, but if it went to your iPad and your iPad's not on or whatever, it probably didn't. Yeah. All right, so we have added laundry, we have added cleaning. Now let's take care of this evening block. Wow, so it was a long one, huh? 2 hours. Look how weird my lip, well, maybe you can't see it, but my lipstick dripped all over the cup. It must have been really wet when I took a sip. Okay. Evening routine. Evening routine. Okay, so what are the work times? Was it good, or are you feeling kind of tired? Because I feel like when they last a long time, even if it was a fun thing, I end up, taking a while to come back to practicalities. I end up zoning out a little bit. Hard, heavy, and hard reading. Heavy earth placements. Ooh, yeah. Okay. But it was great. All right, so you nailed it. Okay, so this actually needs to be homeschool admin time. So I'm going to put that here. All right. Next. All right, looking back at the ideal schedule because I don't know what to do. Okay, I see. All right, so this is definitely a time that I need here. I always do, but reading always take longer. I've noticed with heavy earth. They are trying to stay on earth, and I'm trying to take you outside of this ghetto. Do you find that it's a little doubting Thomas-ish? Like, they're like, really? How? Like, they just don't accept, what they're being told when it's too metaphysical. Okay, so this is homeschool admin. I need to do some serious bookkeeping. It is serious. So that's going to have to be these days. And actually, I need to indicate that the books are open. Okay. So these outlines are based on this mark right here. This mark indicates that my books are open, and then this is time blocking the hours that that's occurring. Now, I don't color it in unless someone books an appointment. If someone books, then I'll color it in. It'll look like that or like that when that happens. Yes, hyper explanation on spiritual stuff. Yeah, you have to, yeah, that makes sense because they're just not really paying attention to that for the most part. Okay, so. Books are open. Oops. All right, there we go. We have indicated the open books. Now we need to add bookkeeping. Oops. Okay. Bookkeeping. We're going to have to do this too. Yeah, we're going to have this happen for most of the evening on Sunday. Okay. All right, and also on Thursdays, on this Thursday. Okay. And we're going to indicate that this is like an official work time with that. And then we will indicate bookkeeping with these. Okay, now we need to do the morning routine. And I'm just going to write everything first, and then I'll add my dots because it's too easy to make a mistake. Okay. Oops, made a mistake. All right, so I've written all those morning routine things. Okay. All right. I don't know. She didn't reply. Maybe she had to go somewhere. Or maybe she forgot to. Yeah, I don't know. She's usually here and usually like texts me. I'll be there in a few, but she hasn't. So I don't know. Maybe she had to go somewhere. Okay. Oil pulling, exercise, shower. Oops. Almost moved the camera. Okay. Next color. Direct the morning routine. Because that is time-based. I need to... Oops, I did it on the wrong one. Oops. Oh, Lord. Wow, okay. Okay, AM reflection is dark purple. Okay. Next up is ancestor offerings. Oh, thanks. Thank you. I mean, this is not everybody's speed, so I understand if, you know, people are like, come on, bro. I don't got time for that. But there are people who enjoy it, and so that's who I'm here for. Okay, ancestor offerings. Wash spirit dishes. Oops, another mistake. Messing up today. Yeah, it's just, see, that's a lot. I'm trying to remember what I'm supposed to do and then bring in the thing, like it can happen separately, but together. Together is harder. See, I'm talking about it and I'm sitting here like, what was I supposed to write? Vacuum. Ooh. Okay. 2, 3, and 1. And ancestor offerings. Good. Okay. My nose. All right. Wow. Bam. Weekly plan completed. We're getting quicker with this. This is nice. All right. So now I'm going to add my titles. I kind of want to use the light purple. Where's the light purple? There it is. Okay. Groceries. Kind of got contaminated with the purple there. So now it's like a gray. Okay, so homeschooling. Oops, I'm going to tilt the book. Homeschooling. Bookkeeping. Thinking this. Oh my god, that's so messy. These came out weird. Okay, thinking this. Homeschooling gets this color. That's actually going to get it here too. Homeschooling. Bookkeeping. Thinking this. Okay. So let's just write that here too. There we are. And since we use these purple highlights, even though February's color was yellow for the most part, there were some lavender elements over here. And so that's the justification. This is why we're just going to go with purple here. There it is. Oh, and then we have to add our, I always forget what time. Okay, it's at 8. Move this a little bit. Okay, 8. do. All right, there it is. There is our weekly plan for week 9. We just don't have our little washi tape over here, so let's choose one. Well, you know what? We're going to go with this one, even though it's all sideways. I tend not to like the sideways thing, but we're going to do it. Because that is the color. That matches with both the lavender and the yellow that I have going on, that I also have not yet used. Okay. So there it is. Now we need to add our bullets over here. Bookkeeping, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Homeschooling, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oh, and groceries. We're going to add the purple for the groceries. All right. Now we count the task blocks for these 3 life areas. How much time we have for that stuff. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 of these. And then homeschooling admin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, only 11. And then thinking this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 36. I just remembered that there's something I have to freaking do. So this may not happen here. We're just going to put we're going to ritual with a question mark, because I'm going to have to pendulum test if that is the right time. Okay, so there it is, week 9 done. I want to jump right to the affirmations. So I'm just going to say all of the ones that we have here. I am ease in the state of change. I allow change to flow through me. I am a leader today. No weapons formed against me shall prosper. So those are the affirmations for today. And so we will also highlight that we said our affirmations today. Okay. Now we've got about 30 minutes left. Maybe I have time to practice that spread we talked about last week, that tarot spread for a productive week. So let's leave you with something to look at while I gather what I need for the tarot. Oh, my cousin suggests this as an affirmation. Our ancestors support and protect us always in all ways. So let's write that down. Okay. Our ancestors support and protect us always and in all ways. Beautiful. That's a good one. Bam. Okay. So now, while you look at this, while I go get that. Okay. All right, we're back. Okay, so last week we used the Crystal Skull Tarot for our reading. And this week we will be using Tarot of the Spirit by Pamela and Joyce Eakins. They are a mother-daughter team who developed this deck. And they also have two very thick books that accompany the deck. I mean, they don't accompany the deck, that you can buy in addition to the deck for further explanation of the symbols. And there's a lot of psychological stuff with this deck, and the books help with those archetypes and stuff like that. Okay, so we're using Tarot of the Spirit. Oh, you know what? Let's clean up some of these supplies. Let's put some of these things away. A bunch of stuff's gonna fall everywhere. hungry. Oh my God, it's like hitting me. All right, put this away. Oops, what are you doing here? Go away. Put this away. Okay, now these are out of the way. Okay. All of those can go over there. This can go over here. That can go over here. And now we can open our tarot cloth. And there we are. Okay, so we are using the tarot spread here in the Complete Book of Tarot Spreads by Evelyn Berger and Johann Feibig. And I enjoyed this spread, the question game. This is the one we did last week using the Crystal Skull Tarot. If you are curious as to how that deck looks, I'm going to add the link at some, up in the cards there, and you can click on that link to see that video where we use the Crystal Skull deck to interpret this spread. And this time we're gonna use it again because I liked it. I feel like it revealed a lot to me about my situation and about the situation of other people in my life. So I thought it was really good as a collective insight. So we're gonna do it again. Okay. So let's put that there. All right. We're going to shuffle for a little bit. Let's shuffle for a minute. It's been a while since we used this deck. Okay, so the question that we are asking is, what is it that we need to know in order to have a productive week? What is the highest thing we need to know in order to have a productive week? Okay, so card number 1, my situation, my problem. Right here. Card number 2. This is how it happened. Oops, no. This is how it happened. Card number 3. This is the way I feel today. Card number 3. This is the way I feel today. Oops. Why y'all want to fall? We feel like it's too much. So let's have the one overarching feeling. This is the way I feel today. This is the way I feel today. This is the way I feel today. There we go. And I'm going to move these up a little bit. Okay. Number 4. This is what I am afraid of. This is what I am afraid of. This is what I am afraid of. There. Number 5. This will happen in the future. This will happen in the future. Number 5. Number 6. This is the warning the tarot cards are sending. This is the warning the tarot cards are sending. Number 7. This is the suggestion the tarot cards are sending. Okay, this is the suggestion the tarot cards are sending. All right. Oops. Okay. Let's begin. All right, first we have my situation, my problem. 4 of fire, flame of spirit, also known as 4 of wands. And yes, my situation, my problem. We are in a situation that requires a lot of discipline, a lot of balancing. There's a lot of tasks. There's a lot of things to juggle. And it's moving very quickly. Okay, so that's the situation. So basically, this is the situation for week 9. This is what we can expect for week 9. We're going to really have to keep ourselves organized and together. And of course, this reminds me of time blocking, because we've got this big block here, right? And then even here, this yellow thing could be the bullet, the thing that you're supposed to do, right? The thing that all of this structure enables us to do also. So think about that. Think about how we can use the structure to enable us, instead of we tend to look at structure as something that could be inhibiting us. Especially those of us who make plans and then want to change them. Number 2, this is how it happened. 1 of wind, dawn. And 1 of wind is the Ace of Swords. Okay? This is how it happened. So it's like there's like, we're gonna have to like plow through, almost like, you know, like you're in the brush and you have to like cut these plants out of your path. And that's really, why do we need to be so disciplined and so structured in week 9? And it's because there's a lot of stuff to cut through. There's going to be a lot of things that present themselves for us to be like, hey, we got to handle it. So something else to see, that there's going to be a lot of things to finalize. That's the word I'm looking for. And then other things that must begin in week 9. Michelle is not happy about that. I mean, I'm not too enthused either. Okay, so this is how it happened. Number 3, this is the way I feel today. That's this guy right here. This is the way I feel today. Oh my God, the devil. Look at this guy's face. You see his face? It reminds me of Mojo Jojo, or one of the villains in Powerpuff Girls. But this is the way I feel today. I feel like the devil. I feel like the devil is plaguing me. Well, yeah, I'm going to say this. We may feel like the hits just keep on coming. Like, you know what I'm thinking of is in Women Who Run with the Wolves, she tells the story of Manawee. And Manawee has a little dog who's his instinct. And it's Manawee's dog's job to find out specific information that will help Manawee win the hand of the women he wants to marry. And his little dog gets very distracted, etc. And finally, he's able to obtain the names. He's going full force and forward with his mission, and boom, somebody attacks him out of nowhere. And I feel like we may need to brace ourselves for that feeling of, oh man, you just came in through that monkey wrench over here. So just something to think about. We may be feeling persecuted. And so we are going to have to balance that. And a good suggestion that my cousin just made in the comments, we can just direct it. We can just tell our energy, I create easy peasy. Okay? I create an easy peasy life. Okay? We can do that. Number 4, this is what I'm afraid of. 5 of water. I am afraid of burnout. I am afraid that all the emotional intelligence will be drained out of me. That is the fear. So the fear is that all of the structure will overwhelm the emotions. Number 5, this is what will happen in the future. This is what we can expect for week 9. 6 of water, faith. Okay, so this is the 6 of cups. We can expect that by the end of week 9, we're going to feel more centered. We're going to feel more balanced. And we're actually going to feel like we did get some stuff done. Okay, so it's a little shaky going in, but by the end, it'll work out, basically. Have faith. Have faith that you can create it to be easy peasy. Okay? Number 6, this is the warning the tarot cards are sending. The Tower. So, I'm taken back to the juggling. Like, yeah, we get so many things together, but there's still so much upheaval. I can't read all the hold on. Yes, let's claim that too. I am a vessel for abundance, ease, facilitation, blessings, health, wealth, and easiness. And it is simple, easy, quiet, and complete. Hey, did we stress easy? Because, like, let's remember that it can be easy, and let's remember that we can create it that way. Michelle also said, bro, why that card looks like this one looks like the Dominican Republic flag. Yeah, it reminds me of the flag. The colors in the cross. Okay, so like we were saying, the warning that they're sending is that there's still a lot of unmanaged things. A lot of things that are going to come forward for us to manage. The suggestion that the tarot cards are sending, 5 of wind, fear. Well, you know what I'm going to say? The suggestion is to be wary. So this is taking me back to this number 3, how I feel today. I feel attacked. And so be wary is that, yes, while we can create all this ease, we have to understand that there are circumstances, and I'm going to go as far as to say people, because this is such a freaking personality. This devil looks like such a personality that I'm going to go and say there will be people that we're going to encounter that we need to be wary of. So I'm not saying let's live in this fear, but caution. Caution is necessary. Keep those eyes open. And if you look at this card, I see an eye right there. So no sleeping. on people, especially. Definitely not on tasks either. But no sleeping on individuals. Michelle says, I'ma say I rebuke upright towers, devils, 10 of swords upright, and 10 of wands upright. Yes. And we claim Ace of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, and 10 of Cups upright, right? So yeah, that's the prognosis for week 9. We have to remember to stay in our knowing. We have to remember to create in every moment. And we have to remember to listen to that spidey sense. To listen to that little voice that says, hey, watch out for that guy. Yes. And five, all upright 5s. We rebuke all upright 5s. Okay. Yes, I agree. But, yeah. So let's just remember that while we're creating ease, we're also easily spotting those things that we need to be wary of. And wow. I'm going to have fun. I want to learn this spread because, again, like I said, last week it hit for me. So it was good. So I'm going to come back, watch this, and see how it hit for me this week too. And if it hit for you, let us know. Leave an emoji. Maybe some suit symbols like spades, diamonds, or something, or some tarot symbols like cups, swords, wands, and hearts, etc. We had some jumpers here, so let's just say that the deck is saying goodbye. And ooh, the Magus, the 10 of Earth, and the 1 of Wind in reverse. You know what this is saying to me? That I need to get my pendulum and we need to balance this. Because we made all of these claims. And I even said, I claim the 10 of Pentacles upright. And here you're going to give it to me in reverse? It means it's telling me something. Again, also with the Magus. The Magus is saying your creation needs balancing. So we're going to do that. I'm going to get my pendulum. We're going to balance the energy so that these 3 cards, that the energy of these 3 cards is upright and therefore an easy experience, an easy energy for us to engage with. So I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, what is the energy that we need to balance so that we can have a productive week 9? And they want me to go to the guidebook to get the words that we need. So the Magus. Okay. So what we need to balance is that we need to trust that we hold every key to create change. And we have all of the resources we need if we operate through focused action. So basically, there's going to be a challenge to our focus. And we have to remember that we can find it again to create the change we need. And we need to trust that the resources are within us. Do we need to go to any of the other cards? No. So what we need to claim is I hold every key to create change, and I have all the resources I need. Whoa, love that. I have to write that down. I have to write that down. Okay, my cousin wrote a big long thing there. I gotta read that too. Okay, let's write it down. Michelle made a whole declaration here. Let's declare it. Balance the souls of the soulless so that our earth heals. All souls return to your vessels and enlighten and allow them to heal traumas and allow them to stop destruction. You're reminding me of Star Trek, girl. 10 of Pence reversals. Their houses are vacant. Yeah. Okay, so let's write down that affirmation, which is I hold every key to create change. And I have the resources to do it. Love it. Why Star Trek? Well, if you remember Star Trek Deep Space Nine, right? Odo, the changeling, he's with the Bajorans, he's with the Federation, and the changelings keep expecting Odo to come back and join them, and they kind of don't understand why Odo insists on not joining the Great Link. But Odo's like, you guys are crazy. You guys are nuts. I do not want to be associated with you. There we go with that soul loss thing. Piece of the soul is gone because it does not want to be part of that larger whole that is doing these evil deeds in the galaxy, right? Finally, I'm about to spoil it for you. If you've never seen Star Trek Deep Space Nine, this is a season finale info. So if you don't want to know, scroll away. But basically, at the end of the freaking season, at the end of the show, he finally goes and rejoins the Great Link. And that is what enables the Dominion or the changelings to understand the solids and understand that the solids are not the enemy. And it took that lost soul to come join the Great Link in order for them to understand where they were wrong. So look at all that symbolism there. This is why Star Trek is the best. But thanks so much, Cuzzo, for hanging in. I love your contribution so much. You brought a lot of energy today because I was going to be talking to myself. So thank you so much. The other reference is Michelle Rodriguez in Avatar. She was about to lose her soul and felt it about to dip and said, I did not sign up for this shit. Yeah, so there you go. That's that was in the part 1, right? Was she in part 1 or was that in part 2? I think it was part 1. But yeah, she's like, no, we're just not gonna kill all these people. So yeah, same thing. It's kind of like, but in Star Trek, you know, at the end of the whole show, Odo rejoins the great oneness, and that brings the healing and the peace. You know, happily ever after type stuff. Anyway, yeah, so it was in part 1 that yeah, okay, I remember that now. She was in that helicopter style, whatever, airplane thingy. All right, so now we're really done. Have a great week 9, everyone. Stay disciplined, stay focused. Remember that you hold every key to create change and you have the resources to do it. And so we will see you next week and have a great week 9 once again. Only love prevails.